Hello, this is the Minor Dave Everist Show, and I'm wanting to let people know that you don't have to be a member of Congress to be appointed as Speaker of the House for Congress. And at the next Congress, we're going to have 214 congressmen in the Republican. And that gives them 214, and the Democrats 221. So we flip 4 Democrats. Because, see, Nancy Pelosi and the AOC types, the last time around, there were 15 Congress people that didn't give her the vote for Speaker of the House. They were the newcomers coming in, like AOC and the Squad and a bunch of others. Well, this election, they lost a bunch of seats, and she now doesn't have enough support to be elected Speaker of the House. And so the Democrats are going to go to war. Well, they're going to have a conflict because Speaker, well, I like to call her House Drinker because I heard that on Spotted, a cartoon. It's kind of funny. Anyways, House Drinker is not going to get reelected as Speaker of the House. And there might be a few Democrats that you could roll over to be an independent and caucus with the Republicans. And we just need 4 votes and 214 Republican votes at the next Congress. And so I'm asking everybody to call their congressmen, all their congressmen, every one of them, all 435 of them, and demand they name David Duane Everist Speaker of the House. And I live in Siskiyou County, California. And, well, it's a long shot, but it's worth a try to take back our republic form of government. And then secondly, in Oregon and California, they're doing authoritarian things. They're shutting everything down. They just shut down Siskiyou County. It's totally ridiculous. If you've seen where I live, you would know why it would be ridiculous to shut anything down out here and put any kind of restrictions on anybody. We live in a desert. Hell, this is a big landmass county-wise. It's bigger than some other counties in other places, but it has a low population. Anyway, so I wanted to say that we have 14th Amendment issues with what they're doing to businesses in California and Oregon, probably Washington, and we have a totalitarian governments or authoritarians government, and they're trying to dictate not a republic form of government. So if you want to install a republic form of government back in Congress, name David Duane Everist, also known aka Minor Dave Everist. You could, if I could get the support for that, that would be really appreciated. And this is short. Please listen to it. It is monetized. This is my podcast, The Minor Dave Everist Show. Have a good evening. And, well, it's late. It's 11:30 Pacific Standard Time. But I thought I would get this out because we need a campaign and I need help. I can't do it by myself. But once I'm there, oh, by the way, I sent the request. I asked President Trump to help me. By the way, the biggest fraud ever committed was against the 72 million people that voted for Donald Trump. And I believe Donald Trump is gathering the evidence because you have an agency called CISA, the Cyber Infrastructure Security Agency, and they forced Google to do updates on some security flaws they had in their search engine in Google Chrome. And, well, this is a long story short, but how it was discovered. But basically, it's monitoring all Google employees now, and Google was forced to take it. They didn't have a choice, or they were going to take down Google Chrome. By the way, they're monitoring everything because they're monitoring everything for attack, and they've already forwarded some cyber attacks through Google Chrome. So remember, CISA. By the way, there's probably other redundant agencies. Donald Trump he doesn't put all his eggs in one basket. He spreads them out. And so I don't know his timetable, but I know he's got the goods on everybody. And remember this, senior executive services can't be fired, but Donald Trump created a new section by expanding the civil service. It's called Section F. It takes a year to fire you out of that section, and he can transfer anybody he likes into that section. So if you're senior executive service, get ready for a transfer, because it's coming to you to Section F. Have a good day. And remember, we were attacked by a foreign company. It's a Canadian-owned company. That means the paperwork for its creation was in Canada. But that means Great Britain. That means Lord Malik Brown, or however you say his name. He's a lord in the House of Lords, and he's on the Privy Council with George Soros and Queen Elizabeth II. That means we had interference with a government called Great Britain, or the UK, the United Kingdom, whatever fucking name they're going by now. We need to separate ourselves. By the way, they had servers all over the place. No telling where this thing, where they manipulated it all. There's so many vulnerabilities in Dominion, but there's other companies that are just as bad. Mitt Romney owns one, from what I've heard and what I've seen. So we're cleaning house, and Donald Trump is going to clean the house. And I don't know really what the outcome will be. We just need to pray for Donald Trump and pray for intervention from the God Creator. And that's whoever that is to you. Because the God Creator is different to each man, because you have your own relationship with the God Creator and whoever that is. And enlightenment is coming. It's time for President Trump to let the sunshine on everything and light it up. And there's all kinds of things that are happening that you're not seeing. They're under the radar. But when they get exposed, as they should be, if the world wants to get right and have a renaissance of freedom, and the idea of the concept of local rule and unalienable rights. I don't mean inalienable. I mean what Jefferson said, unalienable. Unless you commit a moral turpitude crime. If you do that, well then you have to be judged by your maker. Have a good day, and I'll be sharing this out.